Hi everyone, it's Kiwi from Kinbridge, and today we're going back in time. Back to the medieval times, where they wore crowns and funny hats, suits of armor, cloaks, they rode horses, and they called everybody Lord, Lady, Princess, Knight. Crazy, I know, what a time. But today, we are going to be making some funky medieval headwear. So whether it's a jester hat, a princess crown, a queen crown, a knight headgear, a king crown, whatever you want, it's up to you. But when I think about me and who I am, I like to think I'm pretty fun, sometimes even pretty funny. So I'm going to make a jester hat. The jester back in the day was the jokester, the clown. They like to make people laugh. And I like to think that that represents my personality. Because realistically, a lot of you are the kings and queens and knights. I'm the funny one, and I know there's other people out there, all of my friends, who are funny and want to be jesters with me too. So we're gonna make a jester's hat today. So you need construction paper, scissors, tape or glue, or both, and then some things to decorate it with to make it your own. So I'm gonna do a fun summer color one because it's, like I always say, I love the sun, I love the sunshine, I love the heat, and I love summer. So those are the colors that I'm going to be using today. But remember, you don't have to make this exact hat. You can make anything you want. You can make a crown, you can make a tiara, you can make whatever you want. You can make a jester's hat but your own. It's totally up to you what you want to make. If you don't want to make this, there's other examples in the pictures that are to follow that you can make too, with some examples and how to make. So you don't have to just do this one. You can make what you want. But I am going to make a suggestion that if you are going to make a tiara of any sort, that you're not going to do your full headband of paper. Do half a headband of paper or cardboard or whatever you'd like to use, and then poke holes in the side and use the rest with ribbon. Because a tiara is in a full crown, it's just in the front, okay? It's just in the front, and then you can use ribbon to tie it up behind you. You don't have to just use construction paper. But I'm gonna make a jester hat, so I'm going to use construction paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it in half, because some of you might have smaller heads than me and you might not have to do this, but I have to fold it in half because I need two so that it will hopefully go all the way around my head. So I fold it in half. I'm going to cut along the line. Okay. And then we are going to see if I'm gonna tape these guys together. So I'll bring you down with me so you can see what's going on. Okay, tape one side, tape two sides. Now when you're taping like this, don't ever make the tape the front of your hat, because then you definitely have to cover it. But if you put it on the sides, then nobody really notices. So I'm just going to do a couple more pieces just to make sure that it all sticks together. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to wrap it around my noodle, which is my head. Now this is pretty high, so I think I might actually cut it down a little bit. So let's see, let's cut it. I'm gonna almost cut it in half. If you want yours to be that big, you can leave it. But if you don't, then you're gonna wanna cut it down, just like me. Now, just in case, I have a thin one and a thick one. I'm gonna start with the thick one. I'm just gonna put one extra piece of tape over top just to make sure that it stays. All right. Okay. So you can staple this, you can tape it, whatever you'd like. I'm gonna tape it just to make sure that I have enough room to get it on and off. And if I don't, tape comes off pretty easy if you're very careful. It could rip, but for now, I'm just gonna tape it just to make life easy. So get somebody to help you. Oh, I made it a little bit too big. Get somebody to help you with measuring your head. And then that way you have help if you need it. Okay, it's gonna try to remeasure my head. All right, let's try this again. We'll measure it this way so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then we're gonna tape it just like that. And then before I do my last piece, let's make sure it fits. Perfect. And then we're gonna tape it again. Okay, so tape at the sides. We fit, we're good. Look at that. Okay, now jesters, they have, they're like triangle flops and they flop on the sides. And then they usually have bells on the end of it, but I don't have bells. So I'm gonna improvise and use something different. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut triangles out of our construction paper. You can use a pen or a pencil to draw it out if you'd like, but I'm just gonna try and go for it and we're gonna see what happens, okay? So I'm just going to, I don't want it to be the whole width of the paper. I don't want it to be that, or do I want it to be this big and flop over? You know what, let's try this. So I wanna make two. So I'm gonna fold it in half like that. And then when I cut it out, I'm gonna get two, not just one. So now I'm gonna go from corner to corner. I'm gonna go all the way up to the top to make triangles. Okay, there's one. And then we have two. So there are my triangles. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it down like this. And then I'm gonna add some weight to my end so it still bends, but we can also just kind of crimp it like that so then it does go down. So before I do that, I'm actually going to do my yellow one and do the same thing. So then I have 4 of them because that's what is enough to fit my head. Okay. And if they're not the same size, that's okay. If one's bigger, one's smaller, it doesn't matter. As long as you like it, that's all that matters. Okay, so I have my 4, my extra garbage. I'm just gonna move off to the side. I'm gonna bring this back, bring you guys along, and we're gonna grab the tape. And there, okay. I grab my tape. And I want my orange to be at the front. So I'm gonna take it, you could staple it or glue it, but remember if you're gonna glue, you always need to wait until it's done drying before you can continue. So don't forget that. Okay. So I'm gonna do orange there. And then I want to do a yellow one next. So we're gonna move it this way. Okay. And I'm gonna do one more. Okay, moving, we're gonna do an orange one. getting hard to see. Okay, same thing, grab our tape. Okay. And then we're gonna put the last one on. So if you wanted to make a crown like this, you could also do this, and then you could put them all together up at the top, or you can fold them in, and I'll show you once I'm done taping this one down, because there's many different ways that you can make crowns, but it's what I do next is what's gonna make mine a jester. So if I wanted to make this a crown, I would fold it in like this. Okay. Like that. And I would make it a crown, and then majority of the time they have crosses sticking up or jewels or something like that, and then you can make a crown this way. Okay. And then if you want, you can cut out different designs in it and things like that. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm going to make a jester's hat. So I'm just going to try to bend it and curl it this way. Okay. Now, if I had beads, I would stick a bead on the end, and just to give it some weight, but I don't. So I'm actually going to use, I have some felt stickers. Okay, I'm gonna stick them on the end, and I'm gonna use the bigger ones. Okay, and I'm gonna stick it on the end to give it weight, just like that. Okay. Okay. Gonna do the next one. Just like that. Next one. And one more. I can't wait to see what you friends are making too. So let's put it on. Let's see what I look like so far. Let's see if I can curl it. There we go. Curl it. Curl it. Curl it. Curl it. So what you could do from here is you could add more on the insides if you wanted to. I think I might do it like this. And then, because I like my glitter and I like my sparkles like you all know, I'm going to put my name on it with some stickers that I have. So that's the back, this is the front. So we're gonna do it, I think, this way. I go, okay. Now my W, I didn't have any W's left, so I had to makeshift my own, which is okay. Hopefully it will look okay, but I have to makeshift my own W. Put my W on. And my last I. Jester Kiwi at your service. Here to make you laugh and giggle. Well, my friends, I cannot wait to see what kind of hats and crowns you make. So remember, tag us, post on our in the feed down below so you can see what you made. If you have any more ideas, or if you need some ideas, Don't forget to look at the pictures as well that we've posted. And we'll see you soon, because Friday, you're gonna get to wear these. And the special challenge is coming up. It's a dinner party. So be ready. We'll see you soon. Bye, friends.